Business as a ministry. God cares about what you do, how you do it, why you do it, the way you do it, who you become in the process, and the kingdom impact you have through business. And we believe results matter, so that drives us to want to have a rigorous pursuit of excellence in all areas of business. Now, in C12, we like our frameworks and our assessments, and there are two really key frameworks we use a lot that are interrelated. The first, we call the 5-point alignment matrix. You'll hear us call it the 5-PAM. 5-point alignment matrix is really an eternally balanced scorecard concept. This is where you look at the center of a business and say every business has got culture, mission, vision, values. Every business has got revenue generation. How do you sell, market, deal with customers, pricing? Every business has got operations. How do you deliver your goods and services? Every business has got financial management issues. Every business is in the people business. So we've got hiring and firing and talent and compensation and training and all that stuff. And if you're a follower of Jesus, we believe that every business led by a follower of Jesus would have ministry as a functional area, both independently and throughout the organization. So this is the primary paradigm we use for pursuing enterprise stewardship and fitness, constantly assessing our leadership, our operation, our management. We do our planning through here. We orient throughout the year, going around these different components, asking the question of what is best practice and what is excellence, and the gap between current reality. What are leading and lagging indicators of effectiveness and success in that area of the business? And most critically, how does the gospel change the way we think about and every decision we're making in the business? That's what we use a 5-point alignment matrix for. That's what we are regularly orienting things throughout the year. But it's important to periodically step back and ask a different question. If this is how we manage the input and the activity and the management and the operation and all the daily stuff it takes to build a strong, fit enterprise, what is success? And if we really believe that God owns the business, that it is an asset in the kingdom holding company, then one day our management performance will be assessed on our effectiveness, not our intentions, not our activity, but on success. So how do you assess the effectiveness and our actual success in managing an asset that belongs to God? Well, for that, we use a different paradigm called the tri-value model. In this, we go, every business has got 3 types of capital that we're ultimately stewarding. If you think about it, Jesus used lots of parables, but one that he used repeatedly was the talent and the minas, this idea of servants being entrusted with a resource and then assessed on what they did with it. Now, there was one who's given 5, and they were rewarded and celebrated because they multiplied that. The principle in the story shows that the master in the story clearly valued both risk and return. The only servant who was criticized was the one who merely preserved an asset out of fear. So we have a God who likes risk and he expects return on investment. Well, what are the 3 types of capital we have to measure? You got economic value add. This is bottom line saying, while in the 5-point alignment matrix, we may have sales and net promoter score and number of customers and volume and all that stuff that matters. Bottom line, what's the value add created on the economic asset of God's capital? If $1 million is put in the business, today, what's the business worth? Have we grown the capital value of the business? Simple question. But it's not just about money, it's about people. So we go, what's the team value add? Every business is in the people business. And yes, we measure retention and engagement and productivity and employee NPS, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you've been given souls and humans, and are they being encouraged and equipped to be more professional, more effective, to be flourishing humans? Would they leave more valuable than they came? Yes or no? And then spiritual value add. Yes, we may do hundreds of ministry activities and all kinds of things, but bottom line, how could we measure and say, this is the kingdom impact that has clearly been driven by this business? These are the souls reached, the disciples made, the people cared for, the generosity and the compassion expressed to the name and glory of Jesus through the business. Bottom line, what is it? If you think about this, this is helping us think about what's an eternal share value of your business. If you look at a publicly traded company, a business may have incredible brand and activity and a really impressive persona in the marketplace, but the share value is going to be based upon shareholder value. Current value recently received or forward looking, what's the value of that business? Or if you've ever gone and had your business formally appraised to get fair market value, you'll realize that while we track a lot of things, there's really a few fundamental measurements that are going to be what determines the fair market value of the business and whether or not it's grown in value, not just size and activity and excellence. And so these two are related. We manage, we measure here, we spend a lot of our time assessing here. This is important for us to step back and go, what is success? And are we building towards success? And is all the things we're doing creating the success that really matters to the owner of the business? God loves balance sheets and hiring and training and mentoring and marketing and quality, and he loves us making disciples. You and I are invited into this great adventure of building business as a ministry, of getting to build great businesses and doing it for a greater purpose. And we want to be intentional and diligent about getting the kind of results that at the end of the day, we'll have our Father looking at us saying, well done, good and faithful servant.